from our last full day in San Francisco. We are hanging out in the Mission District right now, which is kind of south of City Center, influenced by the Hispanic cultures. We're starting our day off with Linea Cafe. I've got an almond milk latte. Would you get a mocha? Yep, so we are sipping some coffee. I have just informed Craig that one of his favorite artists, Banksy, has left a gift for us just up the street to go check out. So we're gonna go check out some street art. And then we're just gonna kind of wander around. There's a lot of bakeries and fun stuff in this area. So we're just gonna see what we stumble upon. Sadly, we've discovered that this entire mural has been covered with new art, and the Banksy mural was somewhere right around here-ish. So sadly, Craig was not able to see his mural. So for now, we're just gonna drink our coffee and mosey around and see what we find. Alright, so we've decided to route ourselves to a place called Tartine Bakery. So some of you may have heard of, I think it's pronounced Boudin Bakery. All the locals say to go here instead for your sourdough bread. So we're gonna sample some local delicacies and not tourists, because we prefer to travel like a local. Just left Tartine Bakery with a few goodies. Unfortunately, we found out that they don't bake bread until like 5 o'clock in the evening, and so it's not available because it's been baking all day. But we did end up with a couple of goodies. We got the delicious looking pain au chocolat, which I'm gonna sample for you right now. That's very flaky and buttery. I didn't even get to the chocolate, so that is really good. Alright, so we calculated our next move after the bakery and ended up 5 minutes later in a taco place. Craig got his burrito. What do you think? Is it good? Is it authentic? Better than Qdoba? Worse than Qdoba?
I'm just taking a bite, woman. Let me eat my food.
Alright, never mind. Craig's busy. But I've got a couple tacos here, some chips and salsa. We got a Mexican Coca-Cola. So life is good. The food tour continues. Alright, so in true foodie form, we left one food place and went directly to the next, as it seems to be the trend for the day. So now I've got some dessert. I've got By-Right ice cream. I got a sugar cone with, I think it was called Cho chocolate. It's like TCHO. I guess it's the brand of chocolate. And then on bottom, I have one of their specialty flavors, which is peanut butter swirl. It's got these cool little like hollowed out chocolate dots all up in it. So there's a dog getting yelled at. But we're just hanging out in Mission Dolores Park. It seems like all of these neighborhoods have like their own park where all the locals come to hang out. So there's like some live music, there's some dogs hanging out. It's a beautiful sunny day, so you just sit on the grass and enjoy the sun. We've actually got some good views of the neighborhood. So there's a historic church over there, which I believe I read was built in like 1776 and was obviously had some upkeeping since then, because it's still looking like it's in pretty good condition. You can just see kind of like the Hispanic flair of the neighborhood. Apparently recently a lot of hipsters have been moving in and taking over the traditional culture of the neighborhood. So once we finish up with our ice cream, we're going to be heading over to the Castro neighborhood. There's supposed to be some good bakeries and things over there. Unfortunately, there were a couple places in Mission District that I wanted to check out, but they were closed since it's New Year's Day. So Dandelion Chocolates was high on my list, and they were closed. And there was somewhere else too that I wanted to check out, and it was also closed. So I guess that's the downside of traveling on New Year's, but we're still having a good day and enjoying all of our delicious foods, so don't have any complaints so far. Alrighty, so we just got back to the hotel room for the evening. I realize I have been a neglectful blogger person, because I think the last time we spoke we were on our way to the Castro neighborhood. So we went there after we went to the Mission Dolores Park in the Mission District. It took maybe 10 minutes to get to the Castro District, There were lots of rainbow flags everywhere, and we stopped in a bakery and picked up a couple cookies that was highly recommended, called Hot Cookie. I would not go there if you are sensitive to any type of sensual imagery, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But if that doesn't bother you, I highly recommend a visit. We basically just people watched for just a little bit and decided to head back to the hotel, where I got some blogging done and I did some video editing, so it was great to have some downtime. Mr. Craig got a nap, and he also worked out because he's a healthy person, and I got some scornful looks when I said I wasn't going to work out with him, but I was at least productive, so that was good. So we hung around the hotel for a few hours and then decided on dinner. We went to Gott's Roadside Burger, where they have this fancy burger menu. I think you just got a typical burger, right? It was like a bacon cheeseburger. Yeah, that's Craig's usual staple. I, on the other hand, decided to venture out into the realm of eccentric cheeseburgers and got their Wisconsin sourdough, which instead of a bun, it had sourdough bread, and then it was the burger patty. It had bacon, cheddar, barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, and mushrooms. It was delicious. And I was really glad that I finally got to have some sourdough in San Francisco, because it's kind of a city known for sourdough baking. If you're familiar with Boudin Bakery, that's kind of their thing. So I didn't get to have any clam chowder in a sourdough bowl like I saw all over Pinterest, but maybe for a future trip. So we actually were kind of neglectful of seafood. We wanted to go to a seafood restaurant tonight, but it just seems like we've discovered that not a lot of places are open on New Year's Day, so I guess that's the downside of traveling on a holiday. As you can tell, my sickness has flared up again. It seems to be on this roller coaster ride of I'm kind of healthy, I feel like I'm getting better, and then it just plummets. So we are back in, what time is it?
9:30.
It's 9:30, and I just took some NyQuil. So sadly, this is the end of our San Francisco portion of the trip, as we are checking out of the hotel tomorrow morning. But I feel like we did a lot of wonderful things, and I'm pretty satisfied with our time here. Was there anything you didn't get to do that you wanted to check out here?
I didn't know very much about San Francisco, so.
Yeah, it's probably good to leave the research to the travel agent. There were a couple things that I would have liked to do, but the bigger problem was that there are just not enough meals in the day, and your stomach's only so big, and so there was a lot of snacking and like those kind of shops that I didn't get a chance to go in because some of them were closed for the holiday, or I just couldn't make room in my belly, unfortunately. But I guess that just warrants another trip back to San Francisco. But we're calling it an early night tonight, and looking forward to a scenic route to Napa tomorrow. So thanks for following us again today. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the morning.